What's up, guys? SwAyves here again, bringing you another ranked gameplay. It is Team Deathmatch on the map Dry Dock. I'm using the Hunter Elite, which, by the way, I'm not really sure what popular belief is. I know I used to believe that as a wall bouncer, it was better to use a Canis or a female character. You know, it's not always true. I think it's just a personal preference because I actually forced myself to stop using female characters or the Canis about a month ago, and I've been using either Classic Dom or Classic Baird for COG, and I've been exclusively using the Hunter Elite on Locust. And I'm gonna be honest, he's actually a lot of fun to play with. You may find that once you get the hang of the perception, I guess the perspective that you view the game when using that character, it's actually a little easier to wall bounce sometimes because it's almost like he's wider. So sometimes it's almost like you don't have to be as close to the cover to, I'll use alternate. So if you're not close enough with alternate controls, then you might go to do a cover slide and you just stand there and nothing happens. Well, it seems like sometimes with a wider character that it kind of helps to curb that. But and have you guys seen a new weapon skin called Extra Life? It looks really, really good on the Lancer. It's like this light, shiny blue. It's almost like it has some white or silver in it as well. But it's a really nice weapon skin. If you haven't seen it, I recommend trying it out. It's really nice to look at. And actually, right here, I believe, yeah, I don't stick this on you, but I do get the kill. I guess you walked over the top of it. I'm not sure. But, I'm not really complaining. I'm happy to get the kill. Dry Dock. Dry Dock can be a hard map sometimes, especially for Team Deathmatch. If the other team gets the whole top held down, which I believe they do that in this first round. I believe the other team gets the top and they hold it down on both sides, and we still end up winning. But it was not easy. I mean, it took a lot of patience and preparation on how to push to make that happen. And that's all with good teamwork, good call outs, and not getting frustrated. That's what it takes to pull out wins like that. But yeah, if the other team gets the top of the map on Dry Dock and it's Team Deathmatch and you're spawn trapped, it can be very difficult to pull out a win or even just to get a good score. I mean, it's so hard to come out of spawn when they have that setup going. I'm really excited about this gameplay. I got to play with a new person on my list. His gamer tag is Clutch Chris. He has his own YouTube channel called Modded Talent. You guys have to check this guy out. He's amazing. I played with him for maybe about an hour and a half or so, and I mean, the guy does so good every game. It's amazing. It really is, and I'm very happy to have someone like him on my list. You know, he's kind of worked with me, as far as making my videos and a little advice here and there, and it's very much appreciated. And I was really excited just to be able to play with him. Also was able to play with his friend Ninja himself, which was also a very good player and very laid back, very chill. These guys were very fun to play with. Not a lot of trash talk, not any raging really, and it was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it. Hopefully I will be able to play with him again soon. I'm looking forward to any time I get to play with him or other people of his caliber and mentality as well. It doesn't get much better than that. Something I wanted to talk about is positioning. Positioning is so important in this game. There's no way I could ever stress that enough. The better position you have, the better you're going to do. And Dry Dock is a prime example of what I mean by that. You hold certain positions, you're going to do better. And I don't mean camp when I say hold positions. Like, more of what I'm referring to is, like having right hand advantage. Knowing if somebody's pushing. Like, say you're at torque bow spawn and they're pushing from, you're at torque bow facing mortar, they're going to be pushing from the left side. Okay, you want to be on the side of that, the peak of that little plateau there. You want to be on the side that torque bow's on so that you have right hand advantage. so that whenever they do push up, if they do, that you can get the first shot on, because that can change, or that can be the determining factor of who wins that battle. You know, you also need to have good timing. And with good timing, you need patience as well. I don't know if you've ever been in, say you've been in a shotgun fight, and you're fighting with somebody, and you're trying to strafe or wall bounce, or anything like that, but if you ever catch yourself, you know how the Nasher, it has a certain timing that it shoots at. Like, you shoot, and then you know that time, that little bitty time period before you can shoot again. Well, if you ever catch yourself shooting every time that it's ready to shoot, it's almost like you're spamming the trigger just trying to get the body. That's wrong. Don't do that. You've got to learn patience and stop yourself from doing that, because a lot of the times if you'll just slow it down in your head, you know, and as soon as you strafe and they miss that shot, instead of just spamming to get your shot out, line it up to where they're at and then shoot. You know, it only takes a split second longer and you will win a lot more fights that way. It's very effective. You know, also patience with making your pushes as well. Wait for the right time, catch them in a reload, or if you're in one of those little ring around the rosy situations and they're on the other side of like a square cover, kind of like the ones up top on trenches, the ones close to mortar on either side, those boxes. You're on one side of that, and you guys are kind of on opposite sides of each other, and you're shooting at the sides of the boxes. We'll say, you know, you shoot at one side, and then he's also looking at the way that you're looking. You know, what you need to do is just kind of look back and forth both ways a few times, and kind of set it up where you're going to one side and looking, and going to the other side and looking, and then just time it to where, you know, you get them to do kind of the same thing because they're trying to set up for your push. And as soon as you can get it to where you can push up the side that their back is turned to, do it. Push up, get the shot, and then follow around with them. You won't always get the kill, but usually if you don't, it's because you missed, or because, you know, they got lucky and maybe had an ICOs or something. You know, but usually that's a really good way to make those kinds of pushes. You know, smoke pushing isn't always the best thing. Some people, they're just like, you know, throw a smoke and push up and quit being a bitch. You know, it's not always like that. You know, it's common knowledge that all you have to do is TACCOM, and you can see um, the exact angle that someone's pushing you at, you know, through the smoke. So you TACCOM, you see them coming through the smoke at the angle they're coming at, and then you let go of TACCOM and you place your shot, you know, and that gives you the first shot on the pushing enemy. You know, so I mean, smoke pushing isn't always the best thing to do, but it can be a good distraction. I usually use smokes primarily to pick up power weapons, you know, if there's a sniper or something, or a hammer burst person, you know, camping back or something, then I'll use a smoke and grab the power weapon. But, you know, also keep in mind, you're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days, unless you're Clutch Chris. If you're Clutch Chris, then every day is going to be a good day. I don't think the guy ever has bad days. He's just too good at the game. But, you know, in general, you're going to have good days, going to have bad days. You just got to try to enjoy the good and look past the bad. But this has been another Riding the SwAyves, guys. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time.